Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. In the AL Central, the Cleveland Indians held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 2-1. Jesse Hahn collected win number 2 on the year as the Royals got the win against the Rays 2-1. The Cardinals grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 6-5. The White Sox hit 3 long balls as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 4-3. The Red Sox put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 7-3. The Baltimore Orioles totaled 13 hits as a team as they took the win in extra innings over the Phillies 6-5. The Angels brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they got the home victory against the Astros 6-2. The Seattle Mariners finished off a 2-game sweep as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 9-4. The Cubbies held their opponent to just 2 hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 6-1. The Miami Marlins launched 3 home runs as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 6-4. The New York Yankees grabbed 13 hits in the game as they pulled away from the Nationals 10-3. The Blue Jays got 12 hits in this one as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 7-2. The Diamondbacks had 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the Brewers at home 3-2. The Reds knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 1-0. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors. TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Chicago White Sox allowed only 5 hits in the game as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 2-0. The Detroit Tigers combined to allow only 4 hits as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 1-0. The Oakland Athletics combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 6-3. The Rays amassed 14 hits in the game as they got the victory in extras against the Angels 8-7. The Cubs knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 4-2. The Dodgers got 12 hits in this one as they were victorious in extra innings over the Marlins 9-7. Jordan Lyles grabbed his 2nd win of the year as the Padres beat the Pirates 6-3. Luke Weaver earned the win, his 4th this season, as the Cardinals defeated the Phillies 5-3. The Giants combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Rockies 4-2. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
Friday night baseball now from the Lone Star State and Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of 3 between the Cleveland Indians and the Houston Astros. It's going to be fun marveling at 2 of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Justin Verlander, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Even though he took the loss in his last start, Matt, he pitched into the 8th inning and pitched awfully well. So he has to feel pretty good about himself coming into this start here today. And I'm excited to see how he bounces back from that one. And I think he's going to pitch pretty well in this one.
Into the box now, Francisco Lindor. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First offering on its way. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row. The 1-0 is taken, strike one. Lindor, who fittingly goes by Mr. Smiles sometimes. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter. The 1-1 home. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Pena, and that's the first out of the inning. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. B-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup and they present a ton of challenges. Not only do they have good approaches at the plate, but they're in the top of the league at driving the baseball out of the ballpark. At the end of the day, they say solos won't kill you, but that 2-3 run bomb, when the game's on the line, that'll put you away.
And is the second baseman Jason Kipnis, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting. First pitch on its way from Verlander. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Kipnis can be considered a... In terms of making contact, he tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitcher's hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. Verlander, a right-hander going 6'5". He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Jason Kipnis goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. The numbers, 282 to start play, 2 home runs, and 21 driven in. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
1-1.
Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
A fastball that just misses inside. The 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
The 2-2. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. It's a potentially big 2-out hit as Edwin Encarnacion will get to bat here.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Edwin Encarnacion now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Counts 1-1.
The 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Lays off 2-2 now. Ramirez, the runner at first with 2 gone. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Verlander deals the 3-2, and he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Looking solid through the first frame. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Salazar, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Standing in, Josh Reddick. It lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting. Great defense. Good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Up around the face. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
I'll tell you right now, he let go of that one, and he wanted to pull it back. That was a hanger, bad spot over the heart of the plate. He's lucky. He's lucky that's getting sent back to him.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Now the 3-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Ramirez is there, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Matt, you take a look at both these lineups. They got their work cut out for them. This is going to be a pitcher's duel. Both these guys can execute and have a chance to go deep in this game and turn it over to bullpen. Somebody is going to have to get that big 2-out knock with runners in scoring position.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Way in front of that fastball.
Hey, that 2-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well, or is the offense going to be able to make an adjustment and hit that ball in the gap?
The 1-1. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Softly hit out towards short. And an easy play out there as this is taken for the second out.
Batting third, second baseman, HALTUVE.
Next up for the Astros, HALTUVE. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded to short. Lindor is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2. In now for Cleveland, Michael Brantley. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
Michael Brantley.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Springer has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And I want to focus on Jose Altuve. Pound for pound, the best player in big league baseball. A Gold Glove second baseman, he can do it all. 5 tools, the ability to turn a double play with the best of them.
Striding in for the Indians, THAMES, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Now here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball, or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Standing in now, Norman Payne. She'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he just misses with a curveball.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Turned on down the line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around. It remains 0-0. Here's Carlos Correa now. Live time against Danny Salazar. He's 0 for 5.
Carlos Correa.
Here's the pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Here now the 2-2. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Popped him up. Gomes shading to his right. One out.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup today. And let's take a look at Yan Gomes, catcher. Calls a really good game. Pitchers seem to love throwing to this guy. And don't get it twisted, he can run into a 3-run homer as well.
Here's George Springer, who comes in today leading the American League in batting for the season. And now a pitch on the way. And he fouls this one off. One out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Naquin is there, two gone.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Julius Gurriel.
Striding in for Houston, Yuli Gurriel. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Now here it comes. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Nope. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball three. There's ball four.
Batting seventh, catcher, Brian McCann.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Lifetime against Danny Salazar. He's a .333 hitter. Two of those hits were for home runs. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A ball and a strike to Brian McCann. McCann bats left but throws right and stands in at 6'3". This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
High in the air into shallow left center. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Well, the bad news is he botched what looked like a routine fly ball. The good news is the runner wasn't able to advance any further than first base, so that's a play that should have been made, but at least it wasn't more than a one-base error.
Tyler White will bat next, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. The 0-1 pitch. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Coming to the plate now, Rob Pena, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First offering on its way. Lifted in the air out to left. Brantley is under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. A couple of walks. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. His line against Justin Verlander, he's just 2 for 12. He also has 1 home run. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. 268 the average for him coming in. 1 home run and 11 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball 1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. The 2-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. The 2-2 fouled off. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Josh Reddick. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Josh Reddick.
First delivery to him on the way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Reddick playing here in his age 31 season. He was a 17th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Now the 2-0. And this is fouled at the plate. The 2-1 home. Popped up. Back behind second. Kipnis with the bare hand. What a play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
In now, Alex Bregman. And he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Bounce to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is flared out towards second. And this is taken for the out. Astros go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Digging in to try it again, Jason Kipnis, as we begin the top of the fourth.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez. As he'll take a look at ball one. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Two and one to Jose Ramirez. And he misses again. Ball three.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch on its way. Hit to short. Correa loves it. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Edwin Encarnacion. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. First pitch on its way from Verlander. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
A ball and a strike now. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And this is a ball to Encarnacion. 2-1 now. The 2-1. Softly hit here to the left side. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Michael Brantley is at the plate as he watches ball 1. 2-0 to Brantley.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Encarnacion leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer giving chase. And that ends the inning. Indians leave one. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Puerto Rican sensation and former #1 overall pick Carlos Correa gets set to start the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Ball, that's out.
And that one just missed outside. Outside, 3-0 now.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Astros shortstop in front with a 3-1 count. And that misses for ball four. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Here's George Springer. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. The 1-1 popped him up. He brings it in, standing inside the coach's box for out number 1.
First baseman, number 10, Gurriel.
Ready for another chance? Yuli Gurriel. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Popped high in the air. Thames is there. 2 down.
Catcher number 16, Ryan McCann.
Striding in once again, Brian McCann. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. First delivery to him on the way.
Counts 1-0.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Tyler White will bat next, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. The 1-0 is laid off for ball two.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Correa over at second. McCann at first, 2 out in the inning. Hit the other way out toward right field. Payne is after it. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 2 left for the Astros. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Now in the box, Eric Thames. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Eric Thames.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Thames, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected. You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions. Stay up the middle and keep that one fair.
Skied into very shallow right. Altuve is there for it. 1 out.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
Into the box, Norman Payne. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Here's Verlander now on 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A 2-0 count to the Indians left fielder. Ground ball right side. Backhanded. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up. And we still have no score. Digging in, Rob Pena. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Left fielder, Rob Pena.
First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
It's 1-2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Missed with a slider. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Hit down the third baseline. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Alex Bregman.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Thames moving to his left, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
The catcher, number 8, Yan Gomes.
First pitch on its way. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. And that misses. 1-1. Gomes, 30 years of age. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Verlander's starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
1-2, here it comes. And that one got a piece of him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Ramirez. 1 for 2. He singled and grounded out so far.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
The 0-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. Pena coming on. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Boy, it would look like a quick inning. Gets the first 2 out, then it hit by pitch and a single to keep things going.
Yeah, you never know what's going to start a rally. Take one for the boys. Hit by pitch right there. Now a couple good ABs and we're on the board.
Edwin Encarnacion now. Oh, and a big swing by Encarnacion as this is sent out to deep left field. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. A 1 pitch on its way. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. One and one now to Encarnacion. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Kipnis at second. Ramirez on at first with 2 down. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Indians strand a couple. Still no score. Here's Jose Altuve. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa now. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes ball 1.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
The 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
In front of the changeup there, as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 3-1. Lined into right, a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
From the stretch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Naquin is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
First baseman, number 10, Yuli Gurriel.
Digging in once again, Yuli Gurriel. He got under one and popped out his last time up. First offering on its way. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. He'll swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready on 0-2. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Astros. We are still scoreless. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Here's Michael Brantley. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First pitch on its way from Verlander. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Now the 2-0 is in there for strike one.
The count is 2-1.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
The 3-1. And he lays off. Ball four. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
Ready once again, Eric Thames. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
1-0 the count. Brantley on second. Thames on at first with nobody out. And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Outside, 3-0 now. The 3-0 pitch finds the zone, strike one.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And that misses for ball four. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Ready for another shot now, Tyler Naquin. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Wow, a perfectly executed safety squeeze right there, and that's such a tough play to defend when it's done right. It can be risky, of course, but not as much as the suicide squeeze. Good call from the dugout on that one.
Striding in once again, Yan Gomes. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Big tilt on the slider, gets a swing and a miss.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
3-1 to Yan Gomes.
Well, to me, it just looks like he's really aiming the ball a little bit right now. And it's funny, when you do that, you usually don't have as good a control as you do when you just let it go free and easy.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. In there for a base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. The tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second.
The batter, shortstop, Francisco.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Started that swing a bit too early. Comes set, and the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Reddick giving chase. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Time to get up and stretch here at Minute Maid Park. It's the Indians 2 and the Astros nothing. Next up for the Astros, Tyler White. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-1 is a slider that gets him to chase for a strike.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder, Rob Pena.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rob Pena. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Low for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Here comes Brantley, and this will land foul. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
2-2.
1 out, nobody on. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. And again a throw, and he'll get back in safely. Pena, the runner at first, with one gone in the inning. And there's ball 1. The 1-1. He swung on and missed for strike number 2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Ball 2. Runner at first here, one man out. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out.
Up next for the Astros, third baseman, Alex.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Ready with the 0-1. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. To the right side and through a base hit. Pena isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate and he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. 1 left for Houston. They trail things here 2-0. Buddy Bashirs from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Buddy Bashirs.
Jason Kipnis. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it and it's 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. The 0-2 home. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening. Striding in for the Indians, Jose Ramirez. So far 2 for 3 in this one. He's set and the pitch. Bouncer up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner back standing. Edwin Encarnacion now to the left side, but it's well foul. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
The 1-1. A strike 2 swinging. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 1-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. And a long throw across the diamond gets him. That's a nice play. And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. Here's Michael Brantley as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. The 1-2. Hit down the line at first. Gurriel brings it in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for the Tribe as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
And he lays off for ball 1. The 1-1 home. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these two guys in our 2-0 ball game. Digging in and looking for more, Carlos Correa. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First delivery to him on the way. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. When you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Chopped weakly to the left. He turns and goes to second, and they do get the out there. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. He's 1 for 2. The set and the 1-0 pitch. There's a heater in there for a strike. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First pitch on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, But if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Line drive to center field. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Astros. They trail it here 2-0. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our MLB Network presentation. In now for Cleveland, Eric Thames is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Oh, 2, here it comes. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is roped to left, a base hit. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
Standing in now, Norman Hayne, as the first pitch here's a bit high. It's ball 1. 0-for-2 for him to this point. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Here it comes on 1-1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. From the stretch. 3-1.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Fastball in there, 3-2. Three-2 pitch. Soft liner towards center, and that's in there. Base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tough, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Napoli will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. Down and away, ball 1. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Hack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
And it'll appear as though we'll see a pinch runner now as Rajay Davis takes over on the base paths. Runners are at first and third with none out. And there goes Davis. In there, now the throw. Not in time, as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on show track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. The 1-1. This is line to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Hector Rondon enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Hector Rondon.
Francisco Lindor will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. First offering on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Davis, a runner at second with 1 away. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. One-0 count. Here it is. Now a ground ball for Altuve. This might be 2. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Rajay Davis will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 26.
Tyler White will bat next. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
And a fastball from Miller as he jumps ahead, 0-1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
In now, Rob Pena rounded down the third baseline. On to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Stepping in now, Josh Reddick. Popped him up. And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's an unbelievable job out of the bullpen. An 8-out save, you don't see that very often anymore.
4-0 to score tonight. The Cleveland Indians jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Danny Salazar earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Justin Verlander struck out 10 in the losing effort. Andrew Miller records 8 outs on his way to the save, his 2nd. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 4 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Astros, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. The winning pitcher is Danny Salazar. His record is now 6-2. Credit the save to Andrew Miller, his 2nd. The loss goes to Justin Verlander. He goes to 4-3. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro Light Rail trains can be picked up at Main Street Square, just 6 blocks from Minute Maid Park between Walker and Dallas.